want all of you to look at this seed. Look at it closely. We will show you how one tiny seed can make a miracle.
Today, we'll be planting seeds for tomorrow.
Not actual seeds. Instead, small actions that can turn into something big and bright.
Hi everyone, I'm Adela Nilsen, and this is my partner Adela and Noriega.
Hi everyone.
Deforestation robs us of entire ecosystems, and this harms us in so many ways. Physically, it robs us of oxygen. Mentally, we lose the space to calm ourselves, and spiritually, we lose our connection to nature.
The tree of life is celebrated in so many religions. In some, it is the spiritual connection between heaven and earth, while in others, it's the cycle of life.
In Maori culture in New Zealand, every time a baby is born, the relationship between the mother and the newborn baby is celebrated by planting a seed on top of the mother's placenta. Imagine if every single person had their very own special tree that was planted on the day that they were born and will live long after they have died, a gift to the next generation.
One of my favorite things is watching movies together with my family, and in particular, the film Flipped stayed with me because it shows us a little girl named Julie whose life changed when an old sycamore tree that she loved got cut down. And I felt deeply connected. I could feel her pain. Did you know that the world loses 30 football fields of forest per minute? By the time we have finished our talk, we already lost about 210 football fields.
Thousands of people upset in England when a 300-year-old sycamore tree, some call the Robin Hood tree, was cut down in the middle of the night by vandals. It had won the Tree of the Year award that celebrates culturally and environmentally significant trees across the UK. But this was not just a tree. It was a national treasure, and the people who cut it down were given a 4-year jail sentence.
It's like stealing joy, said the headlines of the newspaper article. Just imagine if every single tree was given such importance, respect, and protection. Trees do way more than just give us oxygen that we breathe. When a human sees a natural green environment, the sounds, sights, smells, and sensations of nature make us feel more relaxed.
That's a very good point, Adela. In Japan, where I lived my whole life, there's a very special word for this. It's called Shinrin-yoku, and the kanji word is 3 beautiful characters: forest, tree, and bath. It's spending time in the forest to heal yourself. The single most important possession I have in my life is a very special apple tree called Ellida.
But why is it so meaningful to you?
You may be wondering why my parents named me after apples. Well, they did. The species of apples is actually named after me. When my grandparents were walking in the mountains in Norway, they came across a mysterious plant. They took it home, and soon enough it gave them red, delicious apples. Curious of what type of apple tree it was, they asked the horticulturists, who told them that this type of tree was actually unknown, and thanks to scientific naming conventions, they got to name it, and they chose to call it Ellida, after me.
So what we're trying to say is that a seed from the future can be shaped from the past.
Yes. And did you know that before China engaged panda diplomacies, they had tree diplomacies too?
The Dawn redwood tree was called a living fossil. Scientists believed it had been extinct for millions of years, until in the 1940s, living trees were discovered in China.
And China gifted those seeds to countries around the world. And from those tiny seeds, the Dawn redwood trees grew into great forests, a gift from China to all the world.
Indeed. Do you know that the oldest living tree in the world is currently 4,900 years old? And when the famous Chinese poet Du Fu wrote his poem called The Ballad of the Old Cypress Tree, that tree was already 3,600 years old.
For centuries and in all cultures, artists have been inspired by majestic trees to share wisdom with their tribe. An old native Indian Cree proverb is that only when the last tree has died, the last river is poisoned, and the last fish is caught, will we realize we cannot eat money.
As Chloe Zhao, a famous award winning Chinese filmmaker, once said, one of the greatest tragedies in modern society is that we often forget the power of the grandfathers, grandmothers, and elders, that we stopped gathering around them. We stopped going to them to help make decisions about how this tribe should work.
That's wise advice. While we race towards the future, let us not leave the past behind. Instead, we should protect, nourish, and cherish it, and bring it with us into the future by our side.
Just imagine waking up, excited to go to the park, the place where you and your friend once made great memories playing under a very special tree. Except when you arrive, it is gone. This loss does not only affect the environment, it also breaks hearts. Only people who care, who remember, who feel connected will only feel this way. This is why we should start acting. Nothing is going to happen if we sit around like couch potatoes.
Yes, exactly. So, how about the next time you give a gift? Give a plant that will grow to be a great tree. Perhaps it too will be one of the lucky ones that'll live for 4,900 years.
Or it may be a tree that will win an award for being a national treasure.
Or perhaps it'll inspire the next great poem.
Or it will make one child happy. And that might just be enough. Just like at the start of the TED Talk, we showed you one tiny seed.
But now, it has fully grown.
One seed can change the future. Thank you.